Cubby blue blood flowing through our veins. Sitting in the bleachers in the rain. We've shed a million tears and drank as many old style beers out at the game. Let's go, Cubby, Son Ranto.
With Michael.
Son Ranto.
And Crawly.
Son Ranto and the lovable loser. Son Ranto.
With Michael.
Son Ranto.
And Crawly.
Son Ranto and the lovable losers. Son Ranto.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
My ear just popped from the flight. Like,
yeah. Hey, welcome to the Son Ranto Show. I'm Danny Rocket, and those were the lovely tones of Mr. Michael Cotton, who just came back from a really long flight from Hawaii, which I hear is paradise. I've never been, but you said you left at 8 o'clock yesterday, and you just got back to Iowa a couple hours ago.
well, it was 3:30 in the afternoon there, but that would have been 8:30 our time. But yeah, and I just got back at noon today. So I've had like a slight, an hour nap. And then I've been dealing with all the crazy shit going on at my house. But
Fabulous.
I really have to get better lighting. My
Why?
face is tan, but
Yeah,
I'm
I was gonna
always
say.
so pale on this all the time. My face got tan, and yet I still look like a ghost.
Yeah, you really do. I mean, maybe you have consumption. I don't know. Could be TB. I don't know.
It may not even be tan. Maybe I have jaundice.
Yeah, maybe you're dead and you're an actual ghost. We don't know. So yeah, I've had kind of an interesting week since we've been gone. I wrote that Seiya parody.
Yeah,
And-
whip big, man.
Yeah, I'll play it at the end of the show. I mean, it's always crazy when something like that happens because I do these songs all the time. And I never know if they're gonna go or not. Sometimes I think I write a really good one and nobody cares, and then write the Seiya one and Fox Sports puts it out. So people ask me. So I've been cashing the checks. I'm rich now, don't you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
just
you
millions
have
of
to.
dollars pouring into my pockets.
Well, I think all your songs are actually really good parodies and stuff, but you have to hit that chord of a brand new person coming in, and then just the right amount of the right people to get to notice. And I think, like back when you did the Hayward and Lesterday, right when they were showing up, I think those would have gone viral too, but it was too early in this pod and nobody was really paying attention to Cubs or things like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So honestly, this is going to be a fucking golden era of you writing parody songs that go viral and you don't get paid for.
Yeah, exactly. It's awesome. I got 200 Twitter followers, which I'm going to turn into sick money. I can feel it. But here's the problem. I need the Cubs to sign good players and interesting players, and then I can write a song about them. And then at that point, and only then, can I get up to 10,000 Twitter followers and monetize my account and get, so anyway,
But
that was really cool. I got lots.
I
of,
just
lots
think there are
of new fans.
people sort of, there are people now as opposed to back in the Lester and signing that are actually paying to your feed a little bit because of these things. But when it's Daniel Descalso, like nobody gives a shit.
I'm not writing a Descalso song. So if you might not, the people that are watching this show right now, you might notice that Crawly is not here right now. He's actually, that game went long today. The one, the Cubs and the A's. And he was at the whole thing. And so now he's heading back. He's in an Uber. He said it'd be around 7:30. So maybe he'll be with us the rest of the night. We'll see how his internet is, but he is gone. But he should be around. But I did want to say at the top of the show that I'm making the Ranter calendar. And of course it's late. It starts in April now and goes through March is how the Ranter calendar now works. So
makes sense.
I'm going to order it Friday. And so you have one more day to get in You could get your birthday in it. I'm pretty much done with the whole calendar, but I keep making adjustments. There's lots of fun pictures in there. Michael, you're in it. And you know what else is in it? Your fence. Your standing fence. And we're like this. Like, I don't know if you remember taking this pictures before we went to Kansas City and saw the Lost Boys.
Yeah, it was the derecho.
Yeah,
my derecho pictures, because Colorado, Iowa, doesn't matter. My fence is going down.
Well, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat there. It's at sunranto.com/calendar. And you could buy one. They're $30, and then you get your you get the calendar, and also you get your picture on your birthday or thereabouts. Like some people have the same birthday and stuff, but you should actually get in it. It's a really fun calendar. Everybody loves it, and in fact, like I don't like to bother people because I'm not a great salesman. When it comes to like selling things, I always feel bad, for asking people to buy stuff, and I'm like, well, I got to eat. But I want to make this calendar. People like it, but people get pissed off at me when I don't remind them that I'm doing the calendar. They miss it. And I'm like, well, I didn't want to bother you. I wasn't going to go into my PayPal and see who had it last year. I wasn't going to do all that. If you saw it, you saw it. But anyway, so buy the calendar. I think you'd really like it. I'm going to put it up there on the screen, sunranto.com/calendar. And also chance for a chance. I'm sending out postcards. I got a little backlog. I got about 4 postcards to fill out. But if you type in #chance into the chat right now, you could win a Frank Chance postcard sent to you by me.
Danny, we should
P.
spread those out a little bit so you don't have to do them all. Like maybe sometimes Crawly sends it, maybe I send it. Like
who wants to get a postcard from Crawly? Jeez. I mean, no, but what I'm going to actually, I don't have a lot left. So either I got to figure out where to get them because I bought them up. I don't want to say where I got them because everybody goes in there and gets them. But
well, maybe I'll buy the next round of ones, and then I'll send them to you guys, and then you guys can write out different ones.
Yeah. That sounds good. Maybe, but I
just
like
spread the work out a little bit.
Well, I mean, it's so random that it's Frank Chance. Like, have you ever seen a Frank Chance postcard? It's like
I still have it, except for on the internet.
Yeah, except for on the internet of this show. So #Chance and do that all show, and then we'll pick a winner at the end. I think we might have a visit here from Crawly coming to us from an Uber. Crawly, how's your liver? You can't hear us.
Oh yeah, this is going to go well.
Yeah, this always goes great when we try to do stuff from a car.
Yep, the back of the Uber is the best studio ever.
Crawly, can you hear us?
I kind of hear you, man. I don't know. It's a little bit loud out here, but we're hanging out, in beautiful sunny Mesa, Arizona. The Cubs win again, so I'm 2-0 so far in spring.
And that's been
what
a great
yeah. I don't think your service is all that good there, Crawly. This is always a disaster.
It really is.
Just waving, yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, get out of here. It's always a disaster. For the podcast listeners, well, you probably just realized that was just a mess and a shit show, and he's got absolutely no service, and he's coming to us from the back of an Uber drunk, so he can't probably even run his thing. But I did want to point out that Crawly, I was going to wait till he came on the show, but we don't even know if he's going to come on. But check him out yesterday on the berm with Stuart McVicker.
I did
on the
see
broadcast.
This.
Yeah, check this out. I'm just going to play a little bit of it here.
There's nothing better than being on the berm. You got some sun. We've been in Chicago. The weather's been gray and dark, but here we are in beautiful Mesa, Arizona. The sun's shining. We're having fun.
Freaking stealing my weatherman bit. Telling everybody what the weather is around him. I'm like Crawly, I already got Josh Nelson the
podcast once.
Yeah, I'm already getting stolen from left and right. But then this was Crawly later on in the afternoon after they had a few more. I mean, you could kind of tell he was talking a little like he was trying to keep it together because he was on the broadcast. He said, he did a good job. Like he only said he did not sound stupid for a
And
moment.
he didn't use bad words. And I
he
heard
didn't swear
that he was actually shirtless right before they went on the air.
Yeah, they made him wear a shirt, which thank God. I mean, you can't show nipples on marquee. All right, and then we have this is him and Stuart later on. This is a little longer clip. I think you'll enjoy.
Los Angeles. We're going to Los Angeles in Arizona. Arizona. We're going to Arizona.
He's in Arizona.
Thursday, you guys. Hey, who's come to
There's John
Johnny
Perlice.
Benedict, and I see all sorts of people out here, man. Danny Rocket, put your liver in a cooler. My liver, Danny's gone, man. My liver's been way gone. But look, we have taken over Sloan Park, man.
The four of us.
And what he means by that is that we are the only 4 people left.
The four of us.
So we didn't really take it over.
There's like no one here left. There's one car. I think that's. See, it's empty.
Hey, but who was checking out Marquee Network today? We were on Marquee.
You're never going to hear the end of that.
We were on Marquee. We absolutely fucking killed it on Marquee. We said, hey.
That's all I got. I mean, that's plenty, right? I mean, that clip is actually 4 minutes long, and I was like, no. It's just so he's having a good time. So hopefully he can come on the show a little bit later. But and I've got a bunch of pictures that I'm going to bring on the show in a little bit that he took. He's been in his Twitter feed. I don't know if you following him right now, but he's always taking pictures with. He's got one with Brennan Davis. He's got one with Taylor McGregor and stuff. So it's really cool. But why don't we talk about the Cubs a little bit and some of the new guys that I guess will be on the team. I don't think they all will, to be honest. But just in case you happen to be catching a game, one of these games in the first, right before or I guess now it's the end of spring training, but and you see one of these guys, you'll know a little bit about him. Let's start with this bullpen signing. I assume it's a bullpen signing anyway. Michael Givens. And people are already saying that he might actually be the closer, especially that Hoyer is on the shelf. But this guy's been around for a while. He's 32 years old. He was with Cincinnati last year. And he'll give you a 95-mile-per-hour fastball change guy. Mixes in a slider. But the problem is he throws that change for junk. So if you see it, I put up his stats right here. And last year he had a 4.22 ERA with the Reds. Yeah, it was slightly better. I guess he got traded in the middle of the season from Colorado. He's 3.35 on the year.
Oh, with the Reds, we can ask the Nasty Boys a little bit about him.
I was texting with Billy, and he said that that we would like him. So I'm like, all right, well, that's cool.
That's good. Yeah,
he's been good throughout the years. I mean, he's got a lifetime 3.41 ERA. He's been in the league 7 years, so mostly in the AL. But I don't know, shoring up the bullpen. So that kind of seems like who's the guy we used to call Fish Truck?
Oh, god damn.
Yeah. Somebody in the chat tell me who Fish Truck. Jeffress.
Jeremy Jeffress. Yes,
Jeremy Jeffress. Yeah.
Who, by the way, did he ever even get a job last year?
I don't think so. Remember, he was like, I'm blacklisted and everybody hates me. And we're like, oh, something's going on there.
Yeah.
Must smell like fish.
Yeah, we forgot about him after, once the season started going on and all the players got killed.
Yeah, so this is Michael Givens. So they're making moves. I don't know. Is this maybe maybe it's somebody that they trade deadline if things aren't going well with the team and he's having a decent year, in the same way that like Tapera went last year kind of thing. So
right. He's sort of going to be a flip guy. I mean, $5 million, not bad for just 1 year, for the Cubs. I mean, whatever. That's what it costs to get a guy who's going to be decent.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then and I think it's good to get somebody with a little bit more experience out there in the bullpen because we got so many young dudes that are coming up that we don't know who it's going to be yet and who's going to be in and out of the pen. Like Adrian Sampson is back. We'll talk about him in a second, but like, we don't know if he's going to start or, if they're going to move him to the pen or how they're going to use Steele. Like, we just don't know.
Well, and that's going to be the running theme with all these guys you're about to bring up. They're all like, 1 year guys. They're flip. Like Jed is hoping it's all flip guys. Like that would be his favorite thing would be the Cubs do bad, these guys do good, and he can flip them.
These are all fringe, and there's like a lot of fringe rotation guys. Like last week we talked about the dude from the Pirates that we got. What's his name? God, I'm drawing blanks on everybody's name tonight. There's so many names going through my head, but
I don't know. I can barely remember my own name right now. So
he's in the notes somewhere. That's why I'm looking it up. But anyway, but all these like fringe dudes on the end of your rotation, like welcome back, Drew Smiley. This is a guy.
Yeah, I could not believe this.
Yeah, we rehabbed Drew Smiley in like 2017, 2018. Then we trade him to the Rangers for a player to be named later, and we never got that player back. And the way it was explained to me was that they traded Drew Smiley and a player to be named later for a player to be named later. So technically Smiley was free and the player to be named later was traded for a player to be named later.
Oh my God. Like what is this is how they claim that they don't make any money in baseball. They do shit like this and they're like, I don't know how that didn't work out in our favor.
So Smiley, he got an option for 23 as well. 2023, he got a ring last year with the Braves, 126 innings pitched. And, 92 miles per hour fastball. He's got a big curve at 79 miles per hour and a cutter at 88. So,
well, okay. So
he used to be good and then he got hurt and now he's just kind of average.
Yeah. What is Smiley getting paid this year? Is it a league minimum sort of thing? Like,
no, what was it?
I mean, I hope that he cut him a deal because the Cubs paid him like,
I'm looking it up right. Oh, well, no, it's a lot. They already paid him a lot just to rehab, and now
they paid him like $2.5 million or something, or $3 million
just to throw B games to John Baker. Smiley signed a 1 year, $5.25 million contract. That's a lot.
I mean,
not a lot for a starter. It's not a lot for a starter. It's like what you pay for a bullpen guy, but. I mean, Smiley started last year. He started 23 games, and that's not really a full slate, but 126 innings, that's like a 5-starter kind of situation. You know what I mean?
He still got off the phone and looked at his wife, and he's like, you are never going to believe who's paying me again this year.
Yeah. Cubs are paying off again. So he had a 448 earned run average last year. He struck out 117 in 126 innings. So, hey man, good for him. He worked his way back from the injury. And if he does work out as a good starter, $5 million is very cheap for a experienced starter.
Well, now
26 innings, it's a good deal.
Yeah. And now I'm not going to be confused anymore because we have both Smiley and Miley. And I used to get those two mixed up all the time when they're on different teams. I'd be like, wait, which one are we talking about?
Smiley or Miley?
Now it's Smiley or Miley. I'll just make them the same person.
So then we also got this guy used to start for the Mets. He's a little bit more fringier than some of than maybe Smiley. He's has 6 years in the bigs, all with the Mets, but they've kind of used him a lot out of the bullpen more, but he did start games back in 2017 and he started one game last year even for the Mets. He was kind of in and out of the minor. He's got quite a lengthy minor league situation going on too. So I think he was down there.
I don't think you said his name yet for the people.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Gesellman. Yeah. Robert Gesellman. Yeah.
Everybody's listening intently. Like, who
could this be?
Oh my God. We're
for
getting
the Mets. Like, name this pitcher, Robert Gesellman. He had a lat strain last year, 94 on the sinker, got a slider at 90, change 85. We'll see. I mean, nobody's like blowing the cover off the barn here. Is that a saying? I don't know.
Blowing the cover off the barn.
Yeah. But he had a 377 earned run average and he pitched in 17 games, 28 innings pitched, and he struck out 17. So that's not great, but the whip was down. Doesn't walk a lot of guys. He's just kind of an average pitcher. I mean, it doesn't get more average than this guy.
Yeah.
So then there's also Adrian Sampson. Let me put up his stats here. He was with the Cubs last year a little bit, and he only pitched in 10 games, 35 innings pitched, and that gave him a 2.80 ERA. So he was pretty good for us. 28 strikeouts in those 35 innings. Whip 1.075, 7.1 strikeouts per 9, 2 walks per 9. So he was decent, He started all 5 games. He started 5 games for us in of the 10 that he pitched. And he was a starter with Texas before that. He played with KBO after 2019 over in Korea. And he's another guy. He's another dude like the guys except that we've seen him before. So he's another dude. And then the last pitcher I want to talk about is Daniel Norris, a lefty. He got a $1.75 million contract with $2 million in incentives. And if you recall, he was a hippie who lived in his van, often injured. He had bone spur removal, broken vertebrae, groin surgery, problems with his hips, quads, obliques, and he had thyroid cancer, and then he got COVID. So,
right, but his arm is great.
Yeah, I didn't read one thing about his arm being bad.
Nope, nothing below his shoulder works, but that fucking arm is beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So this guy, he came up, he was picked by Toronto back in 2014. So he's a little older than some of the other dudes, but he came up when he was 21. So he has 8 years.
He's actually only 28. Yeah. I mean, he's just got a long career because he came up early.
He was with Toronto for a long time. Then he was with Detroit. And then he was with Detroit and Milwaukee. He's never pitched more than 144.1 innings. That was back in 2019. Last year, he didn't start at all, and they used him out of the pen. So, and he didn't do great. He had a total of a 6.16 ERA. This is a flyer right here, But he's got a lot of experience, and I don't know. I don't think anybody should be too excited about any of the guys I just talked about. Daniel Norris, Michael Givens. Well, Michael Givens maybe is probably the best pitcher of all those guys. Drew Smiley might have something left.
I'm going to say right now, Daniel Norris is going to be a better signing than the original Drew Smiley signing. Like, Daniel Norris might pitch in one game, and he's already going to beat out. And those were kind of the numbers I think that Smiley had, right? He had around 2 million, and then he had incentives for 5 or some shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So Bill Suggis writes in, Smiley is this year's Davies. No, Zach Davies caught on with Arizona. So he's going to have himself a year down there.
That's the perfect place for that guy.
Yeah. So, so there's your, oh no, I got one more new Cub to talk about, and it's actually a position player. Well, I think we might be getting Crawly back. Crawly.
Hey.
How you doing? Let me talk about one more guy. Could you mute yourself real quick? I was just going to finish up one more thing. Jonathan Villar's on the team, and he was also with the Mets last year. He's going to be, he's got some speed. He steals bases. Pretty decent.
But we remember him from Milwaukee for 3 years there.
Yeah. And then he stole 62 bases back in 2016. But as all Cub fans know, that was a while ago. So
isn't VR one of the guys that wears his mask completely up to his eyeballs and his hat pulled all the way down? So he could be anybody.
Yeah. So we don't know. It actually might be Billy Hamilton. So he's not great. He batted, he only had a 738 OPS, but he had a 322 OBP, batted 249, but he did connect for 18 home runs last year, which was, it's the third most in his career. He connected for 24 in 2019, but if you remember, that was the juice ball year. So he's going to be working with Andrelton Simmons. And I mean, we got a lot of middle infielders right now. So, but he's got a good glove. And, so there's Jonathan VR. There's all your new Cubs there. Crawly.
You put me on hold for fucking Jonathan VR?
Well, I was just finishing a section, Crawly. I just wanted to finish. I didn't want to have to go back to VR.
No, Danny, don't apologize. Yes, we put you on hold for Jonathan VR. Why? Yeah. I mean,
you're
not playing?
Are you playing? Are you playing shortstop for the Cubs this year? Are you playing?
I'd be about as good as them, I'm thinking.
Yeah, we actually don't really know day to day who's going to play shortstop for the Cubs. It's going to be interesting. Brought to you by the DH, by the way.
Yeah. So, Crawly, I want to get to some of your spring training excitement here. I'm going to put up some pictures of you standing out there at the Club 400 tent and greeting some of the Cubs personalities as they walk by. There's you and Taylor McGregor. This is before you had the interview, right?
Yeah, God Almighty. She said, "I'm coming out to talk to you at the left field berm," and I forgot, and then I drank more.
Yeah, I mean, how drunk were you on that marquee broadcast? I mean, you sounded a little bit like here, but you held it together well. But how many beers were you in?
You were smart enough to let.
I was at least 8 to 10 deep.
Yeah, you were smart enough to let Stuart do most of the talking, or at least she was smart enough to give you a moment. You held it together, and then she's like, "All right, let's move on," so that Crawly doesn't start rolling around in the grass.
Yeah. So. Then here's a couple more pictures here. There's you and Boog.
Oh my God.
Love him. One of the nicest guys, man. Great guy. We got some plans coming in the future with Boog. I'm excited.
Yeah, Boog's coming on the show, Michael, and you're just going to interview him by yourself.
Oh my God. Is he really coming on the show?
Probably.
I will probably fucking skip that show because fuck that dude.
We got to get Taylor.
I'm sure he's the nicest guy. Like, people can be nice guys. I've said millions of times, I think Joe Buck is an amazing interview. He just sucks on the broadcast, and that is the fucking bat in the caves issue. He is terrible on TV.
So there you are, Crawly, with Brennan Davis. Did you get to talk to him at all?
Yeah, talked to him. He's a great guy. Really, just a young talent, man. He played today, and did he play today? He hurt his knee the other day. He got drilled in the knee when I was there. I was like, Jesus Christ, that was on Monday. So he's a great kid. He's really nice with signing and all that stuff, and just really friendly.
And then here you are with one of the many young gingers that the Cubs have in their minor league. That's James Triantos.
I honestly just thought that was like a high school kid.
Oh my God. Some of them look so young, like 18, 19. Yeah.
I thought it was Crawly just hanging out with somebody, like getting a high school kid drunk.
Yeah.
No, dude. That was at the backfields yesterday. So we ended up throwing a few back and just kind of watching practice, man. So that's all it's really been. It's been like baseball games, swimming, sun, berm, beautiful. So, but I've talked to a lot of great people out here, and they're excited about what the Cubs have to offer as far as the young team is concerned. And there's just a lot of really good players as far as young talent. Watching Peter Crow Armstrong, I got to see Christian Hernandez hitting the other day. I mean, these guys are just absolutely crushing it. So we're sitting here, we're having a good time. We're in Mesa. We're in sunny Mesa.
Are you tickling somebody?
Crawly. Yeah. Don't worry, it's a Club 400 party.
Hey, you got a party going on. Hey, everybody.
So the pool is right here. We are out here. I just got here like
the pool looks a little murky,
man, from the Uber. So we're having fun, man, and like I said, just meeting everybody, talking. And I've talked to Russ Dorsey. I got to talk to Maddie Lee. I said Michael Cotton loves you to Maddie Lee. I'm trying to remember who else, man.
I actually do love Maddie Lee.
Talked to Patrick Mooney, just a bunch of great guys out there.
Well, there you are with Rossi. David Ross.
Crawly, I have to ask you right now, is that piece of paper in your hand when you're talking to Rossi, is that all the notes that Rossi has to look at from the front office?
That is actually, we have new brochures for Club 400.
Oh,
So
okay.
I wanted to give it to him, but he really didn't want to take it.
He was like, "Do you know how many people give me shit to read all the time, Crawly?
Yeah,
I hate this job."
Basically, I don't know. I think, I probably like burped in his face, tried to hand it to him, and he just walked away.
Hey, Rusty, you gotta come by. Yeah, I know. I've hung out with you in those.
Me and my
situations.
friends are having fun.
Me and my friends having a big party. Well, I mean, what are you thinking about these games? I mean, I don't know how much you're really paying attention to what's going on. I mean, I don't know that I'm really paying that much attention, but like you said, a lot of the young kids. You saw Brennan hit that dinger the other day. I don't think you were at that game, but Brennan.
That was before I got out there. But I got to see Stroman pitch today. I got to see, just get to see a lot of different guys.
Oh, that's fun.
And you hope that Nicky Two Strike Magical. You get to see him. Some of the approaches that he's taken. The at bats are pretty much as advertised. Kind of taking long at bats. It's fun. But I will say that the backfields before are really fun. And then I'm going tomorrow to Tempe. And we are going to go heckle Joe Madden and John Maley just for fun because we love them. We're going to be about 4 or 5 rows behind the dugout, so might see some more Crawly on TV. I don't know.
I know you'd never met a camera you didn't love, Crawly.
I ain't gonna lie on that, dude. I ain't gonna lie at all.
Yeah, one thing that I think that it's kind of interesting. I mean, you're seeing everybody get their work in. You're seeing, like I said, the some of the young guys, the Brennan Blast and stuff. One thing I think is interesting is like Wilson Contreras and his spring, like he's already like throwing behind runners, and he threw 2 guys out, which was cool, but he threw another one away today as well. So it's like he's super intense, and on top of it, we're getting all these like trade rumor situations going on, which obviously we would.
They have to go to an arbitration hearing with him because
arbitration
won't give anything.
They offered $9 million. He wants just over 10. So they're, dicking around over $1 million when, meanwhile, they're like signing like Tommy John candidates for the same amount of money. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they're signing Giselle Bundchen for fucking $1 million.
Gesellman.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Here's what I'm gonna tell you is that Danny, I wish you were here. Michael, you need to come out here one of these days. And it is.
I like how he's like, Danny, I wish you were here. Michael, you need to come here. Not near me.
I've been here. Danny and I have some history here, and it's fun. Michael, I've never hung out with you out here. I'm just saying is that you guys just need to come out here. We got to do the show live next year from sunny Mesa. Maybe Chip's going to visit me. I don't know. I'm here. He knows where I'm at. Chip Paleo is not coming around for some reason, but we got to do this here because you know what? I don't know if this team's going to be any good. I ain't going to fucking pretend like it is, but I can tell you the future looks bright. These young players, especially these arms that we're seeing in there. I saw DJ Hertz. I saw Cole Franklin. I saw, who else I see? I saw Max Bain. I mean, these guys are just studs. These are studs. And then, you know what? Why the hell? What is it, Danny? 40 degrees and raining in Chicago right now? Dave,
yeah, it's been pretty miz. We had one good day.
It absolutely blows. Why the fuck would you sit in Chicago at 40 degrees and rain when you could be poolside?
I'm telling you, that pool,
having a good time, man.
That pool looks murky. I would not get in that pool. You're gonna end up with a skin rash, Crawly. That does not.
Dude, I've had them before. I've had them again. You know what it's gonna be about, man?
I've had them before. You just take some ointment, smother it all over your body. You're good.
I'm just telling you is that we all come out here. We have a good time. We run a live podcast straight from fucking Sloan Park at the Club 400 tent. If you're out here, come to the Club 400 tent. I'm gonna be here one more game I'm gonna be there Friday. Which is the last game. I'm going to be at Sloan. And then I'm going to be there's Daryl. Daryl, I see you.
Yeah, Daryl writes in, Danny, Crawly has taken your weather. But again, well, I know you're stealing my weather reports on the Marquee Network.
Daryl's literally 15 feet away from me. I'm literally looking at him. But no, we are. But absolutely, this is just and then now there's been a request for me to start getting beer. So I got to get going, boys. I just wanted to tell you I love you guys, man, more than you love me, and that I hope that you guys are having a really good time over in that miserable-ass weather. And I'm just going to sit here until it's all – there's Coach D. There's Coach Daryl.
Hey, Daryl.
Coach Daryl's right here.
What's up,
Hey,
Daryl?
Daryl.
Hey, I'm
See,
Crawly,
in
you
South
look
Bend, for those of
Crawly,
you
you
coming
look
to
like you're
South
having the
Bend.
best time out there, man.
Now,
You really
now I'm getting
do.
complaints. Okay, I'm on a beer run. You boys take care. We'll talk to you later.
All right, later, Crawls.
Take it easy.